Good day to you all. Welcome back to the Struggle is Real series. So if you remember last time we harvested this field, had barley in, tipped it straight into the windmill. That is producing very nicely. We've already got this much flour. It's a couple of bottles, or not bottles, pallets I should say, of canola and sunflower oil, so that's good. We can sell that somewhere, maybe this episode, I don't know, or we might just leave it to build up. So we've got all this straw to be picked up. That's going to take a little while, so I'll probably do a little bit off camera, but we'll grab the first load and sell it. We don't need to keep it. It's a real shame that our fermenting silo over there doesn't take straw like some of them do, because that would have gone straight in there. But we may as well sell it. It's a free sort of product, isn't it? And I've already checked the price. It's pretty rubbish. It is in fact at its lowest, 32. Happy days. That's brilliant. So we'll jump in, fire that up. He says, let's drop it down. There we go. If I could work it properly, that would be nice. Obviously we don't have a baler, so we will just pick it up like this. It doesn't make no difference to us. It also saves us buying a baler, doesn't it? I think the canola field will be ready to harvest next month, which will be good. And again, I think we'll just tip that straight into the windmill, and that is going to chug away nicely, producing us some canola oil, which again we can sell. So things are definitely looking up. We've got grass over yonder that is ready to go, so we need to harvest that. Now I'm still in two minds what to do with this field. I don't know whether to join it up with this grass field and have an even bigger grass field just until we get round to sort of next year, and then plant something a bit different in this field, or join those two fields up, because they're not a bad size, are they? I think obviously the canola field's a little bit smaller because that was our first field. We could make it a little bit bigger. We could push it out towards the chicken coop there. That's not a problem. But if we do join these fields up, then it does mean we're going to lose that TRAC. Which again, I did say last episode, I'm not too fussed about that. We can always go round the fields, it's not a problem. Right, I think both of those sell points are the same price. Restaurant or port. We'll go to the restaurant. I have no idea why they would want straw, but there we go. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, they're taking our silage, so silage burgers with a side of straw. How very appetizing. But here we go. I don't think it's going to be a lot. We know it's not going to be a lot, but it all helps. It all adds up. So away we go. Not bad though, not bad. £419. That's not too bad. I'm happy with that. Right, I'm not going to do a time lapse or anything like that. I'm just going to crack on, get this picked up, and I'll bring you back in when we're done. I think our money should be looking a little bit better. But yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Right, I may have done a little bit more off camera. So I've cut the grass field, just in the process of windrowing it up, almost finished, because I wanted to get this put into our fermenting silo, because this is kind of a very good earner for us. And I've also decided, I think, that I'm going to join those two fields together and have one big grass field at the moment. And then when it comes round to sort of next year, we'll look at planting something a bit different, because I don't really want to keep doing wheat and canola, or barley even. So wheat, barley or canola, we can grow all of those from there, but I may adjust even that greenhouse as well, reduce it down a bit. The amount of canola we get off of that field over the back there should be pretty good, and that can go in our windmill like I said before. Where am I going? I want to go down this way, I think. So we'll get that chugging away again. I've had to stop some of the windmill processing because we've run out of ingredients, but that's fine. So we'll leave that as it is for a moment. I think there's a couple more pallets of flour that have spawned over there, but that's good. So happy so far what's going on. What we'll do is we'll grab the first load and we'll chuck it into our fermenter. We'll get that off and running, and then I probably will, it's going to take a while to pick all this up, probably will, I think it might be too much for a time lapse, but we'll see. Probably will do a bit of a jump cut. Hate to keep doing it, but I'm just wary of being a bit repetitive. I just want to make decent money now so we can progress on to something else, either another plot of land or get a couple more productions down even. Only trouble with that is the room. We haven't got, well, I say we haven't got a great deal of room. We've got all of this, but it's knowing where to put it. I mean, if we are making that into one big grass field, we could probably put a couple more things down this end. So not a problem. There we are. But we'll see how it goes anyway. Let's fold that up. I'll grab that later. We should be able to squeeze through there. Now with a bit of luck as well, once we've joined, whoa, dodgy camera, collisions. Right, we want loading wagon, which is down there. Once we join the fields together, we'll lime them. I think both of them might need lime, so we should be able to lime this grass field finally. Tried to do that before, but I think I was probably a little bit too late, but I'm sure that I've done it before at that sort of stage, but you never know. Could have been wrong, probably am. Right, let's get that on and lower it down. Should be a decent amount for this field. Yeah, I just think, you know, that's the way we should go for now. Producing a bit of silage. I'm still going to be ticking along with the flour. Like I say, canola oil is going to be popping up. I might stop the sunflowers coming out of the greenhouses, because I just feel sometimes, now correct me if I am wrong, but I feel sometimes if you've got multiple things going in the greenhouse, I feel like it takes a bit longer. Am I right or am I wrong in saying that? Unless it depends on the mod, I don't know. Let's grab that little bit there because that's going to annoy me. So we've got a couple of pallets there, but that's fine. You need to keep an eye on the chickens. We're always going to need some form of feed for them. I'm tempted to just grow sorghum in that greenhouse, you know. Like a bit, yeah, forget about the rest. And obviously, as you can see top right, I didn't say earlier, we do have just over 9 grand now from the straw off of that field. So that did top that up quite a bit. It's pretty impressive considering it's, you know, technically a free byproduct kind of thing, isn't it? So it is worth doing some crops like that. I don't know, maybe in this field next year we could put oat. That again could go into the wood meal. We'll also get straw off of there, and it will be grown pretty quick. That's something we need to think about. Right, we'll get that tipped in, and I think I will jump out and there we go. Now we know this is going to process pretty quick. We just know that. So we will turn it on. It's probably going to go too quick or faster than I can actually pick it up. I think that's what happened last time, wasn't it? So by the end of all this we could have quite a hefty amount of silage in there. But we will see. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. It's quite a big task, and I will bring you back in probably when we've got the last 1 or 2 loads, I would have thought. So I will see you shortly. Alrighty, we've got a little bit left. I'm hoping it's all going to fit in this load. Let's just get right to the end because some of it is in the bushes there. We should get all that in here, I think. Now, I did have to turn off. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. That first load we tipped in, like I said, by the time I went back with the second load, it had already fermented, turned into silage, and the production thing had the red dot there, so I was like, great, let's turn it off. So it is still off, but it's not a problem because we're not going to be selling any just yet, and it will process pretty quick, so I'm not too worried about that. But it gives us a chance to see how much grass we actually got off of this field, because the first load I think was 13,000 litres. It's a full load, and then whatever's in there now, add it onto that. There you go. Right, are we actually, I will be fuming if there's just a tiny little bit left we can't fit in. I reckon that's going to be the case. Oh my goodness, I bet you there's a tiny little speck left. Look. Oh dear. Wow. I will come and get it because every little helps, as they say. And then we will, I mean, it's nearly 5 PM in game, and I've got it on five times. Times 5, whatever way you want to say it, but I think would be pretty good for light on here. We are in July, so we are the summer months. I think what we need to do, we will be able to get done. I may turn it down to ×3 just for that. Basically what we're going to do is join the 2 fields together. I probably will, I need to lime both of them after that, because technically as we join them that will create a new field. Always needs liming anyway, but I'm pretty sure, oh let's not look at that yet, I didn't want to see that just yet. Pretty sure all of them need lime. Yes, so that's fine. Right, let's go and grab that silly little bit. All of 50 litres. But we will put it in, and then we will quickly check to see how much we've got in there, or how much we've got off that field, should I say. Right, let's fold that down. This lives in this little shed. Don't need it for a moment, but it won't be long before that silage is ready. But we might not sell it straight away. I should imagine the price is pretty rubbish at the moment. So let's have a quick look at the silage price. Yeah, at its lowest, pretty poor. We're in July, rock bottom, that's fine, not a problem. Let's go down to productions. So 91,000 just over, and the 50 litres, awesome. Add 13 on that, that is a good amount, over 100,000 litres of grass off that field. So you can imagine what we're going to get off of, you know, that one big field. I would say that's probably, well, maybe going to double it almost. We'll see. I will quickly, now we've done that, let's turn that down to 2. So it'll still keep processing. Like I say, I'm not worried if it's making it a bit slower now. It's not a problem. Now, the only other thing, I'm intrigued with this plough thingamajig we've got, because I'm pretty sure I put it on the mulching configuration. It didn't cost anything, because if we go back to here, I think if I did that, for some reason it done it there, but it didn't do it on anything else. But I don't think you need to activate it. Now, this is my first time on this series of using this guy. So we'll hook up to it. I'll open it out. I'm pretty sure I did have it on. Yeah, there's no option there to turn on mulching. It's a bit odd that. I'm not quite sure what's happening there, but there we go. Right, so we've got a little strip up the middle here, so we'll just get along this edge first, so that we're not going out of our boundary. Probably will lose a little bit of the grass, but it won't matter, because we're not going to do anything with the grass until it's all grown, so to speak. So we'll do that, so that should be enough. Now if I just run up the middle like that, yes, again we've got stones appearing, but I'm not too worried about those at the moment. We'll just whiz up this strip. So, one massive grass field. Grass or grass? Grass. That's how they say it in some places over here. Grass. But, is bigger better? I'm not sure. I think it's going to be pretty good though. And we will, I think, take a little bit of these bushes out here. I'm going to go too near the lake, but we'll take some of them out. And we'll stay away from there, like so. Now if I limit fields, we should just be able to whiz round this guy now. It shouldn't take us too long. Just a tiny bit there, I think. There we go. And once we've done this, we will lime it, and I think we'll chuck down even some grass seed. Haven't got a roller yet. Again, I'm not too worried. I know it's going to add a little bit more on. Now let's have a quick check actually, because we are on there. Is that actually doing any mulching? No, it's not. Okay, it's a bit weird. I'm probably doing something wrong. I'm sure someone will tell me if I am, which is the good thing about you guys. You leave your comments, you give me tips. I don't know everything. Some people think that because I put videos on YouTube I'm an expert on this game, but I'm not. I've picked up a lot of tips and advice off of a lot of you guys over the years, so just goes to show you that I'm no expert. But when I do manage to teach people some things or show them things they didn't know, I get some really nice comments, and it's nice to hear that. So it kind of works both ways sometimes. Right, that's the good thing about this massive thing. It's like an aeroplane. It doesn't take long at all, and I'm hoping the seeding and the liming won't take long either. This might not be a huge episode as in terms of length of video, but I just wanted to get something out for you guys, because by the time you're watching this, I will be away on holiday with my family. So just the wife and the little man. I may put a couple of pictures up here and there on YouTube and Discord. But we'll see. I'm just looking forward to having a bit of relaxation and time off work, spend it with my family. It's going to be very nice. Well earned rest. Got interrupted again then. That's happening a lot in my videos lately. Right, a couple more passes, I reckon we're good to go then. The only thing that could be a problem is that lime spreader. It may go through the whole lot. It's not too bad, that one. It doesn't use it too much, but it will use it enough. We've got 3 more pallets of flour there. Probably need to push them out. Let's have a quick look how that's doing actually. So it's only barley. It's the barley that's still going. Everything's run out. Still got 9,000 litres of that processing. So that's good. And like I say, the canola, I know that field's not as big as this one, but it's still going to be a nice amount of canola, I think, off of that. Do that, or you have to come back down again. Not a problem, not a problem. We'll turn that off though. I think I can cope now without that. Do miss my side panel. Used to work with FS19. For some reason it doesn't work for 22, which was very annoying. I ended up selling it. But to be fair, I only really used to use it for one button, and that was to get the help window up like that. You didn't have to pause it like this and go through. Just one button, bang, straight up. Oh, and I think I did use it a couple of times for cruise control as well, and possibly the hazard lights. I think you could use the hazard, or was it the beacons, one of the two. But yeah, it doesn't work. Sold it. Right, there we go. We're done on that. So let's go and grab the lime spreader. I think that's full up. Although actually saying that, I think I may have wasted some, didn't I, when I was trying to spread the lime on this grass field. We'll have a quick look. think there's a tiny little bit left down at the store, but we'll probably just carry on with what we've got there and see how we get on. Drop that down there. And it's right behind the harvester. No, it's not, it's there. What's that? Oh, it's the seeder, isn't it? We're probably going to need that at some point. Oh, we've got 98%, that's pretty good. So, why don't we start in front of this? I'm going to zoom out a bit. I know a lot of people don't like that much. There we go, look. That is working now, spreading lime on our grass field. Look at that for the spread width. I'm going to zoom right out. And you see what I mean? That isn't going down that much. So highly recommend this as a lime spreader. Doesn't hold a great amount, but it doesn't use a great amount. And you can get this in the Voucher or Massey Ferguson configuration. I think that's what our seeder is, and it's kind of the same pack. So we should actually get all of this field done on this one load. Probably out about there, I would have thought. That is just an awesome spread width. And flow rate. Getting technical now. Look at that, just come through there, up there, and then fill in the little blanks. Try not to spray lime all over our pallets of produce up there, but oh, we're missing a bit there, going off course, not concentrating. And make sure we're getting all of it. That's better. Spinny, spinny. There's really an awful bump. We've got a bit here, haven't we? Just coming up. Ready? Bosh. Something not quite right with the land there. Well, obviously you're meant to have lumps and bumps here and there, but I think that's quite severe, that. Don't think it's actually meant to be like that. Wasting a little bit there, that's fine. We'll just kind of join up with that. Nice, nice, absolutely nice. Don't think we're going to get that one hit, are we? Just slightly over as well. That's fine. We'll go back along from there. And we just have a tiny little bit there. You can't actually change the spread width on this guy. That's the only disappointing thing. But you can. And this is going back to my little tips and tricks. If you just keep tapping the button to, so it's kind of turning on and off, you literally just using tiny bits of it. It kind of just puts it out in little bursts. And there we have it. That is fully limed, that area. So let's get rid of the rolling. Limed. Nice. Now we need to get in there and get our seeder, and I think then we will call it a day. It's been quite a long day, a very eventful day. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get that, you know. Back up there at the back. shut your eyes, I might just nudge our new harvester out of the way a little bit. No, we won't, because that's bigger than us. So we will jump in our new harvester and just pull it forward slightly. And we're already on grass. Now, we haven't got a lot on here, but we've only got to do this field. So off we go, and look at this. This is crazy again. Little bits like that I can come back for. I know a lot of people won't like this, the way this is working. It's not obviously putting the seeds in the ground, but still technically spreading them across the field in the hope that they're going to take to the soil. Of course they will take to the soil. Oh yeah, another thing to mention, I've just glanced across at my fuel gauge there. Some of you eagle eye viewers may have noticed that we've got a bit more fuel than we had before. I completely took my eye off the gauge earlier when I was doing the grass cutting. I did, oh stop that, I don't want to go through there, do we, with the seed? That's a waste. It shouldn't actually carry on putting the seed out and that bit, but I need to stop it anyway. Yeah, what was I saying? I knew we needed fuel earlier on when we had the trailer load of things. What was that last episode? I can't remember now. But I completely forgot about it and decided to ignore the fact that we did need it, and I run out whilst cutting the grass. I looked down and saw it was flashing, but before I could do anything about it, it just conked out. I was stuck over there in the middle of the field. I was like, oh great, what am I going to do now? I can't do anything. So what I had to do is, I do have a mod installed, and it's that diesel tank canister. I think it holds like 20 litres or something. So I bought one of those and I drove the harvester over there, balanced it on the cab on the top of the harvester, and brought it over, picked it back up, put it down by the tractor, and managed to fill up just enough so I could go over to the store and then fill up the actual tractor. So that happened off camera. I probably should have recorded that because that might have got a few laughs. But there we go. This is almost done. Look at this grass field we've got. It's been limed now, so I'm happy. Well, that side has anyway. And like I say, we're not going to roll it yet. I'm not too worried. I think we'll get a bit more money up together to buy a roller. But there we go, guys. Look at the size of that field now. We have expanded again. But I'm going to leave it there for that episode, guys, so I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, that'd be awesome. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.